Hello, costume crew. Welcome back. It's another day and we back in studio. Welcome back, costume crew. Welcome back, costume crew. As I said yesterday, we are continuing with cutting in multiple sizes. As you can see, I have this cotton floral print fabric out that was in the fabric room, and we're going to use it to make the mock-up of the smalls. Let's get down to business. Yeah. We have the mediums cut out already, and now I'm going to do the smalls. And as you can see, this pattern has a cut line for both sizes, and then it has a stitch line for both sizes. We already have the medium, so now I'm about to fold back this medium and get to the cut size small. And I am using this ruler to help me get a quicker crease so I can move on quickly. First piece is done. Now I'm gonna go check out the others to see what else needs to be folded back. Here we have the side front piece. Looks like the small needs to be folded back here. We have this armhole here, and this is the medium, the one we've already cut out, and this is the small. Then we have the small here, and then we have the medium here. It's so annoying when you run out of eraser before you run out of pencil. Like, what? So this is the medium cut line. This is the small cut line. This is the medium and small sew line. And this is the medium and small sew line. So the difference is just this piece right here. I'm just going to slice this dude so I can bend it back. Like, I'm literally just pressing, so now I can, like, you see what I'm saying? Probably needs to be another one right there. And I'm just folding out. It's like, it makes it to where you can fold a curve. See what I'm saying? And then I can get to that cut line of the small.
Oh, how beautiful. My greatest love hung up on the cross. Far before I even knew how in need of him I was. He stepped down from majesty above to see me, to free me.
You guys see that? Our new small cut line. This piece is the side back, and we have the same situation with the armpit. So we're just gonna do the same thing. And then the other one is the same as the first one, where we had to fold along that edge. So they repeat, which is cool. Got our slices, slice and diced.
Oh, how beautiful. The word of God who spoke me into being. He walked the very ground beneath my feet.
All right, let's get the next one. Let me show y'all too. Bam. This one is the same as the first one, which is just a line, pretty much a straight line. Getting that crease up in there, using the ruler for support and finger pressing to get that crease. So cute. And once I get a groove going, I don't need the ruler anymore. Just follow the line. And mindful moment for right now, you can get a little squat in, you feel me? Get a little side to side. It's time for the twerkulator. It's time for a twerkulator. This is a great time to twerk and squat as you fold and press, making mine fold. Hey, making mine fold. Woo! It's a workout, y'all. I'm almost to the end. I'm holding my squat. Scoochie, scoochie. Woo, 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 woo. We in the squat. We in the squat. Hey. Gotta breathe. Y'all, I'm trying to sing. Woo. Woo. Yeah. In that squat. And our line. Woo. Looks good. Now, let's lay out our pattern on the fabric. And we'll start with this one because it's right here. All right. Let's get to all of these things. Woo, y'all. You can really feel it, okay? Doing them squats, girl. Girl. Squats is something else. Okay, so I just want to make sure everything's at the end. Everything is nice and flat. Even. You know what I mean. Our fabric is folded. I actually flip the pattern and I have right sides together. I am finding the grain line. Here we go. Found it. We're going with the lengthwise grain line because it's moving this way. So that's one way I know which way the grain is going. And woven fabric, as we can see, because it is like over under and not loop-de-loop. Come on, it doesn't want y'all to get super all up in its business. Okay, let's move on. We got a lot of cutting to do. Today's audiobook, it's a good one. All right, so what I want to do first is make sure everything is nice and even again.
Now I live free.
Whoop, that was too much of a pull. Get all that back even. Gotta get all the folds out. It would be nice if I could like hang all of my fabric. I mean, obviously we can steam it. I do have a steamer, but it's a mock-up, so I'm not tripping. I think we for sure can fit one on here. We'll see when we get to this grain line. Y'all know how the grain line like to be. Oh, we may have something. We may have something here. Okay, because this table has a huge ruler on it, I'm going to use it as my straight edge because this fabric has been cut and I need a straight edge to follow to make sure that my pattern is sitting correctly.
Oh, I am free.
What in the world? This is the craziest pen. Y'all ever pick up a pen that's just doing a whole L shape? We looking good. We looking good. I could absolutely make a line, but my fabric is running parallel to the ruler on the table, so it's like I don't feel like I need to draw a straight line on the fabric. You know what I'm saying? I think this is cool. Speaking of grain lines, like the concept of grain lines mind boggles me from time to time, and I'm always reminded like grain line is three different things. We got three different things going on when we say the word grain line. And that is, one, we have a cross grain. And then we got a length grain. And then we got the bias. So when a pattern says follow the grain line, I need them to be more specific about what grain line you really want me to do. So then I end up thinking about like how I want this thing to fit. Like, I know that the cross grain can have a little bit more stretch than the lengthwise grain. Thank you, Costume Crew, for sticking with me. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I like to do a lot of like upcycling, use what we have, and sometimes the shelved edge isn't on the fabric that I'm using. So I'm like, oh my goodness, which way is the grain going? I'm like, calm down, refocus, breathe. Go through all the things I've just mentioned about how to tell which grain is what. And then making sure that I'm staying consistent with that grain throughout the whole project. That way everything looks symmetrical, I guess, at the end. That is all I have to say about the cross grain. Let's for real get these pattern weights. I feel like I have to sneeze again. Oh my goodness, what is happening? So because this pattern already has seam allowance, I don't need to do the whole seam allowance check, but I am looking at my four corners anyway to make sure that nothing is overlapping. And now I'm about to put the pattern weights on. And also always check my guidelines.
There is no greater love, and will know than this. There is no greater love, and will know than this. Oh, what freedom it is to believe all that's already prepared for me. Lord, please give us the eyes to perceive